Well, hi, good morning, everybody. It's Rachel from Wraps by Rachel, and I thought I would very quickly show you how to take something like this, just a very pretty box, and how to make it into a journal cover. Now, I had started doing this when I was like, oh, wait a minute, let me go ahead and turn the camera on. This is a box from, I had gotten some chocolate-covered strawberries from Edible Arrangements, and I was like, this box is gorgeous. I love this. I love this red color. I love everything about it. And so I had just sort of set it to the side with, various, this is going to be a craft supply and pile, right? So anyhow, when you open this up, it is, here's where your strawberries were. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make this into a journal cover. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to open it up, and you want to trim, and so like I already did here, already trim the folds here of the edges of the box. Just kind of doing that really carefully. And so basically this is going to be the cover of the journal. This is going to be the spine, and then here is the back cover. So we want to get rid of all of the edges here. This is really tight, really thick right here. Having trouble cutting that with, there we go, with my scissors. That, for whatever reason, that side was a little bit easier. One more side here. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so just kind of this. Now, one thing that you can do is you can fold these in just for extra reinforcement. I'm pulling my glue. Where did my glue go? Where is my glue? There we go. Some art glitter glue. And pulling the little pin here out of, using my scissors like they're a grip there. That is not working. So the pin had come off of the top of my art glitter glue, and apparently the pin is like glued in there. I'm just trying to pull that out. There we go. Pin out, putting that to the side. So this is a pretty decent thickness, but it's not quite thick enough. And so I am coming around my edges here. That. And I'm gonna hold that for a moment. And stick there. Okay, and I'm coming around doing that to the other side. Gonna stick this down a little bit better. Trim these little edges off here. Boom. And boom. That to the side here. Glue that down as well. folding that. Giving it a real good mush. That is a very descriptive term. Probably should have cut that edge off first. Okay. And I'm gonna glue these in. Down. You can see that I was doing some sorting last night. I did a magazine harvest last night, and I'm starting to use this new system. It's working pretty good. I have 3 more baskets that like I think I'm going to do one for flowers / plants, one for body parts, one for what I'm calling just weird, right? Something's just kind of a weird image. And so those will be some of my major. Cutting this off here. Just right along the fold line. I'm not sure if I can get that open. Kind of cut that down to the right size. Trim this off right here. Kind of carefully coming along the line where it was naturally folded. All these other little pieces here, and you can see this is my cover, and it's looking pretty good, and have that sort of same thickness. Although this here, if I can get this open, maybe yes, maybe no. Doing the old stick your finger in there. All right. Do that like that. Yes. Let's see. You can tell that I had a little bit of difficulty as a child. When I was like in high school. Was that being a child? Yes. There we go. Kind of like doing tangrams. Remember tangrams? Tangrams was like a game where you had all these different kind of geometric shapes, and then you use them to try to make other geometric shapes. Just kind of reinforcing really good this spine, and do my little tangrams here. Let's see if we can kind of fill in some of these other spaces. Maybe yes, maybe no. Geometry was never particularly my strong suit. Oh, there we go. That works. Kind of filling this in. Probably was an easier way that I could have done this, but you know, go big or go home, right? Go big or go home. making a weird kind of parallelogram there. Not quite there shape-wise. Trying to kind of fill this in. And what I'll wind up doing is I will probably wind up covering this with a little something, but I am kind of, that was not exactly how I wanted to do that. But you know, this is real life. Sometimes you get it perfect and sometimes you don't. Clean that up a little bit. Let's see. Putting a good amount of glue right there. Squishing this into that little hole that's gonna dry. I'm kind of liking this as a general statement. Let's see. It's not quite perfect yet. It's almost there. So the inside of this spine, you're really not going to see. I'm just trying to utilize the things that I have here. Right there. Cut that down just a sliver. Now I just kind of want to make this part kind of even. And as I said, I will probably wind up covering all of this with just like another layer of something like pretty paper, something along those lines. Kind of get into that little pocket there. And shimmy that so that it's all the same thickness. Sometimes you're successful and sometimes you're not. That part's really glued down. There we go. Okay. Just kind of even this up a little bit. Cut that down. Still not quite there, not quite perfect. A sliver. Still not quite there. better off with having used the paper cutter, but you know, I'm just freeballing it today. Is that a thing when you're a lady? It is for me. I'm just that way. Squish a little bit more glue underneath here. Same thing here. I'm gonna open this up where it's like doubled. I'm gonna do it with my finger. Kind of shimmying underneath. This one's kind of just shredding. Not gonna be perfect. That's okay, because it's just for me. Yeah, it's just for me. So it doesn't have to be perfect. But the concept is there, right? Concept is definitely there. Because this part is really thin, it's actually fairly flush. Once I cover that with something else, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's just that I'm trying to use all the same material. You don't have to do it this way. But, you know, if you're low on supplies, you can make it work. Okay, right there. Grab my paper cutter here. A little bit more precise of a line. Trim that little spot. Last like major section. And I'll be doing about there. I found these couple little spots just because I can. There's this excess paper here. Just gonna get that little spot just because otherwise that's gonna bug me. Look, let's see. Maybe easier to like glue it and then I mean, I'll trim it a little bit, but I'll do like a final trim here. Back. I Frankensteined it, but you know what? It works. I am just going to let that dry, and then I will cover this probably with some paper that, you know, has a kind of a similar theme on the inside. And I just made a journal cover, and this is kind of, you know, a good thickness, and this is going to work quite nicely for me. So anyhow, if you like this, if you liked my ridiculousness of how I did this, you know, I would have liked for everything to, you know, kind of be a little more precise. But, you know, sometimes if you're just like, you know, you are running low on supplies or what have you, and it works and you can make it work. And once you cover it up, you'll have no idea that you Frankenstein this. All right. Have a great day.